Ladies and gentlemen, the last day of Rush is here. Trailblazers comes tomorrow and it's going to be crazy. Not only do we have Haaland, we have Palmer, we have Raphinha, we have a ton of stars, and the market is going to move crazy. And of course, you're here to take advantage. So all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, join the Discord if you need help with investments, and make sure if you do want some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby. Do you want to be playing with the best players in the game like this and not be stuck with teams like this? Okay. Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or the type of weekend league boost you need, and enter code PRORECOIL for 10% off of your order. Now let's look at some SBCs that we know are coming over the next few days. First of all, we have Raphinha, Barcelona player. Who is going to be a link to him? Well, if we go over to the gold rares, we can look at two sections. Of course, we've got the La Liga, but then we've also got the female La Liga. Now, of course, Raphinha is Brazilian, which means if we go Brazil and Liga Santander, he's got a fair few links. So if we have a look at the kind of more prominent ones, obviously we're going to have to pop a minimum here of about 10k. So obviously we've got Rodrigo, we've got Militao. Realistically, those are going to be the main ones. Vinny is going to be a link, but he's not going to have a huge movement. He might actually go down in price because we've got more wingers available, similar positions, similar styles. If Raphinha comes out with 5-star skills, it could kill a bit of Vinny's price. I mean, we look at this one here. He's only 1 weak foot and 1 skill away from being an incredible card, so that could change the game a little bit. Now, of course, we can be more specific and go for Barcelona. Obviously, we've got Lewa, we've got De Jong, and De Jong is realistically the main card I would be looking at here. So first of all, we do have a promo De Jong card, which is worth a decent bit. Now, De Jong, I believe, is pretty widely accepted as one of the better midfielders in the game. I've got him in my team for that fact. If we have a look, he's already had a rise since I picked him up. I think I picked him up at 1.1 mil. Maybe even less. Let's have a look. So I picked him up only in the last sort of 48 hours for 1 mil and 72,000 coins. He seemingly has gone up about 150k in price. Now, of course, that's a good sign if you are invested in him already. It is a card that I believe will go up a little bit more. There's a lot of Barcelona players. Now, you do have to think on the other side of things, the female La Liga, which has a few big stars, is also going to contribute here. You've obviously got Barcelona. You've got Pajor, who is actually quite good in game. We've got Guerrero, who is widely also accepted as one of the other better midfielders in the game. A lot of people are running that De Jong Gajor pivot. I don't know if I've said her name wrong, but you know, Gajor, Gashmore, whatever it is. We've then got Bonmati, who is coming as a promo card. We've then got Hansen, who is, I mean, realistically, do we need to say it? Hansen is one of the best cards in the game. Let's have a look, getting the right wings in the mix here. Hansen, around 900,000 coins for this card, or maybe 800,000 coins, maybe a little bit lower now. She has got the potential to rise. Obviously, with these cards, you have to look at the likes of De Jong's base card and say, right, De Jong has a far better card that's more likely to rise. De Jong's base card might have a bit of a rise, but a lot of the people who can afford Raphinha's SBC should be able to afford De Jong's card as well. Obviously, SBCs have a little bit more access than the regular cards, but perspective-wise, I mean, a lot of people can't afford still this Hansen team of the week. I don't know if this is going to have much movement, but Hansen herself, with all the cards that are coming, not only do we have the De Jong card, which will see a rise, not only do we have, of course, the Hansen base card. With all the cards that come in, there should be a rise in Hansen. We've also, of course, you know, Bonmati, Patelas is also very likely to be getting the Liga F Player of the Month, which means she should also see a rise around that. There's a lot that could contribute to Barca players rising, so they're definitely not bad to invest in at all. Definitely De Jong, Guerrero, obviously their base cards, even though I really do think that De Jong's promo card is going to have more of a rise, the base cards are going to be good for just an initial investment. They're a lot cheaper, and Guerrero won't really go down at all because she is kind of min price for her kind of rating anyway, so you can actually get quite a safe investment there. Now, the only card that is going to have a dip in the Barcelona section realistically, or guaranteed dip, is going to be Raphinha. He is obviously going to drop. The reality is the card simply cannot hold its weight because the SBC is going to be so accessible. If we click on the inform here, 430k, I would presume the SBC is going to be around 700k based off that inform price, but if it comes out as maybe 5 or 6, then that's going to be an absolute steal, but it means the inform will absolutely plummet. Now, there may be an opportunity to make some coins off the rise here when it does plummet, but you have to be careful with cards like this when they do drop. Ibanez card has came out as an SBC. We all had a look at it. We were all hopeful. We all thought maybe it's going to rise the market a little bit. The SBC itself, I mean, it's a few like sets. I might do it in case it can get an upgrade in future, but realistically it does not have the weight in it to keep Neymar's price high. We now don't have enough links for Neymar. Now, if we look at cheapest by rating, you can see a lot of the 87s are very, very similar in price. One card that's worth noting right now is going to be Bastoni. So he sits incredibly close to the price of an 87 right now. If we go to, I think, 15k, you've got him here realistically, if we drop this down a little bit further, 12,750, you got 2 of him here. Now, he's coming in Trailblazers as well, so it's pretty much guaranteed. I think it is guaranteed that he's going to be in the team. So realistically, he's going to be out of packs, which means being that he's already the same price as the 87s, it's not a bad investment to pick a couple of him up. I'm going to grab a few just on the basis it's actually been in the Discord, which means, to be honest, that it's a shoe-in. You know, the Discord is pretty good at what we do. We'll go for one more. Oh, that was terrible. Right, we'll come back out of that. Right, that was, I don't even want to take a snipe like that. I'm better than that. Do you know what I mean? We'll take 3 of him. He should go up to like 16k. Very, very usable. And of course, there's no chance that his Trailblazers is easily packable. You will probably find though he's going to be one of the best in the game, so it's worth keeping an eye on him. Now, when we look at 85s, similarly as well, you've got Palmer is in the same situation. He is also sat at the minimum for an 85, and he's also going to be in the team. Not at all a bad idea to have a look at picking him up as well. Now, 88s were at 14.5 earlier on today. You've got Renard, Mead, Katoto, Paredes, a few of the names that are on there that are definitely going to be some very easy investments. But what we can do, as always, is look to get them as closely as possible. Now, it's always going to be hard to get them at the price they were on the minimum end when you're on rewards day. Of course, rewards day is going to hit prices pretty low. So what we're going to do is just have a look at the Portuguese side with Man City. You guys know we are looking for Ruben Diaz and we are looking for Bernardo Silva. 14.5 was what they were at and quoted in the Discord. Obviously, it's seemingly gone up a little bit. We've got 15.750s here. That's not really okay. That's what we'll pay. That is exactly what we wanted. That is kind of frustrating because both of them have almost gone instantly. So we'll go for 14.750. It's not bad to have a go at sniping a few of these. Any of the 88s, you've got Endler, you've got Coble, you've got Oblak, you've got Edison, you've got Diaz, you've got Bernardo Silva. There are a ton of them. Now, if we have a look at the cheapest right now, Renard and Mead are the cheapest. Now, Renard and Mead are the cheapest at 15.5. So these guys have all gone up. If we can just get one at 15, we know that these are... Come on, that was unfair. It feels like the game doesn't want me to snipe sometimes. You know when... Oh, come on. Just let me have a card. Who is sniping these instantly? Like, what's going on? We'll just go for Mead on this one. We don't need these two in. Beth Mead. Surely there's one of her at 15k somewhere. Like, this is getting silly. We just cannot find them. I mean, it just seems like people are botting them, which is okay. We're just obviously picking them up at the wrong time. I mean, that was a slow snipe, but come on, that was... What's going on here? How much are these actually... They've gone up to 16, obviously, because she's the cheapest on the market. It always happens. We're going to go for Endler because not the cheapest on the market right now, so could be an easier option, as you can see, instantly is. That's always the thing. Cheapest on Footbin does not mean cheapest on the game. We're getting these, even the 15.5s are getting sniped from under us, so we do need to be quick with these. We'll go for a 15 to 50 because hopefully we can just grab a nice little steal. It seems like they're just getting taken just from under us. I feel like we can probably get one if we lock in a little bit. We've taken a couple L's on these, but you guys know exactly who to snipe. And apparently you're just going to have to work a little bit hard to snipe them. So 88s at 15.5. I mean, realistically, very low for 88s. It does seem like these should go very, very high when a big SBC comes. We also know the Icon SBC base has been leaked. Now, obviously, the thing is, Black Ops comes out tomorrow. A lot of the player base is going to move over. This happens every year. Fortnite OG did it last year. COD didn't have a huge effect last year, but it will this year. Zombies is back. There's a lot of game modes coming in, and I believe on some consoles it might even be free. I need to check that, but I've seen it on Twitter that it might be. So the thing is, it's going to affect the player base. They need to have a pack to bring people back, and the 88 base icon might just be that, which means hopefully it rises some of these cards, and once again, you make big, big profits. If you want more investment, you know where to go. The Discord is free and premium, so you can pick which one that you are able to do. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe.